Hello, hello, and welcome. Let's spend some time grinding like hell. Don't tell me start game, the game's up, alright? Just come on. Silly 3DS capture, why do you always do this? If I switch to the 3DS speedrun thing, it works fine. If I switch back, you're good. What are you playing at, eh? Weird thing. Okay, we have in 2-star these 2 quests which we need to clear, which we're gonna go do now. And then also, we have like the Celtus quest that we gotta do. Then 3 King's Thrills and like 20-something Monster Bone Smalls, and we'll be moving on to the next tier. That's it. That's all we got left. We'll be going into the next star. Hi Iron, hey Chaos. Good to have you both here. I do wonder why I have to turn this on every time I play this game. It's extremely strange. Thanks. There we go. Can I use that now? I can. Wonderful. Let's do. Yesterday was your birthday. Congrats. I hope you had a good day. Hope 'twas enjoyable for you. $25. Properly adult age. Terrifying. At that point... Could I change... This is just like inverted, right? Yeah. I don't think I can change the old camera speed in this game, which is a bit of a shame. Because that would have been nice. Man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Do I have a lot to do here? It's going to be a lot nicer when we get into the next tier, because we're actually going to have some, you know, like large monsters to fight, which will be enjoyable. Instead of fighting the same Jaggy and Great Jaggy over and over again. Not that I don't love them, obviously. Great Jaggy is amazing, but don't necessarily want to fight him 20-something times in a row. So, next tier is going to be nice. Although, we're kind of just, to be honest, we're kind of just switching what small monster we're going to fight. Instead of grabbing myself a whole bunch of... Monster Bone Small. That thought completely left my brain for a moment there. Instead of Monster Bone Small, I'm going for Monster Bone Medium instead. And it's basically just going to be the same thing, but... different, I guess, slightly. Ever so slightly different. The nice thing is, generally quests in 3-star have a chance to give us stuff. Which is good. Hey, Sagado. Good to see ya. Welcome. There's my 4 crystals I need. We can go handle this in. And then we have our... We're going to do a Great Jaggy quest, then we'll do the Celtus quest, then we'll do a Great Jaggy quest. And then we're pretty much just going to do Great Jaggy quests. Until I get all my King's Thrills. Then we'll do all the small monster bones. And then we'll do a freaking Catcher Watcher. Yes. Tearing up. It's going to be special. It's going to be a wondrous moment. Hey Nixel, back to Suffer, of course. It's not suffering, it's just a lot of grinding, that's all. There's no suffering. It's not that bad. Oh, you're still on the Village 3-star grind? I'm still on Village 2-star grind, thank you, Anne. You're about to finish up your full Vanilla plus Shield Breaker. Oh, Vanilla plus Shield Breaker and Flagellant Trinket collection on your new Darkest Dungeon one, so. God damn it. We're still waiting for Rust and Ancient Shard? I mean, it's just going to be time consuming, right? That's all it is. It's mostly just going to be, like, boring. That's in 5-star, I think, for Rust, right? Yeah, Rusted is in 5-star. Well, I have a whole bunch of other stuff I need to farm. Including a lot of Zonoga things, so I might just get them coincidentally. If we get really lucky. And the game decides to be nice about it. We could just get them purely through luck and never have to think about actually farming. Unlikely. Some are hard to get, even with vanilla enemy mashups. Fair enough. It sounds like you decided to go light on the mods this time round, which surprised me. No idea, but I'm glad we probably won't do any today. I literally cannot tell you. Welcome. Approximately? I don't know. I've never done a run like this before. I have absolutely no idea, because I've never done a run like this, so I don't know how long stuff's gonna take. I thought 2-star was gonna take 2 entire weeks. And it took all of last week, and then it's gonna maybe take all of today. So, you know, I was an entire stream off on that one. Oh, that didn't work. Weird. Yes! Nice. It's a shame that the overhead didn't hit, but hey. That's actually perfect. That went exceptionally well. Considering how many head hits I got in there. That was awesome. There's no luck in shards farming, only pain. It's not that bad. The only thing that would make it a lot easier is if I knew what grouping I had at what point. But I don't think there is any way to know that, unfortunately. So I knew, like, I was on Greatsword, Longsword, and Sword and Shield or whatever, right? But since I don't think there is any way to know that, we'll just make it happen. It's only mining. Mining's not too bad. You don't want to have 1,000 class restricted trinkets, no access to the base ones. That makes sense. I don't know, Nixel. I don't have all of the weapons memorized in 3U. I don't even know what's in 4-star. To be honest. You supplement me, Hamlet? Right. That was really quick, by the way. That went extremely well. 2.5 minutes. Extremely well. As far as you can see, there's baggy. There's a baggy longsword. That doesn't help you, but there is one. It exists. Is 4-star where the speedrun ends? If it's got baggy, that means Rathian's in that tier. I got another head, I didn't get a frill. Dang. I keep getting heads, which is weird. Oh no. Rathian have jewels in free you? No idea. I haven't played low rank free you progression in year and a half? In a year? I don't know. Have a look. Use the internet. Nixel. Use Karatico. It's your friends. Dre, you're laughing that hard? It's one of those things that is kind of like, oh, shit. It's horrible, but at the same time, it's utterly hilarious. Aren't you low rank for you every speedrun stream? Yeah. And at what point do I build any weapons, Nixel, other than metal longsword? Or metal dual blades? I can't go to the smithy and stare at the smithy screen for 20 minutes looking at all the weapons to see if they have, or analysing every single upgrade path to see if it goes into a different weapon. I build longsword, I leave. That's my full level of commitment and process there. Was all the commotion that made hysterical? Oh yeah, a whole bunch of people would be like desperately trying to get away, right? How'd you even get in here? Like, also, I don't even fight most of the monsters, right? If 4-star is baggy, then 4-star for me is technically Gobel, I guess, because it's the urgent quest. Then I do Bloodstones. Then small baggy. Then Lagiacrus. Repel. Then Rathian kill. Then Lagiacrus kill. I literally don't even fight a big monster in that tier, other than Rathian. I have no idea. Public places and working at them, it's definitely something else. Yeah, it's an experience, that's for sure. It's not necessarily a good experience, but it's an experience. Playing older games, you more and more realize how good the Gen 5 smithy is with showing the tree and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, having access to that whole tree, it's so disgustingly useful. I really like the way they do it in World, where they slowly reveal it to you as well. Amazing source of things to talk about, yeah. Yeah, it's hard not to have stories, right, if you work at a place like that. Oh, it went straight to 2? It might have been quicker to go up at that point. It's definitely quicker to go up at this point. Oh god, he's going all the way to 7, huh? Yep. Yep, he is. Wild. This is the tamest workplate you're currently at. And you still have tons of stories. That's the fun thing. So why did I start 4U challenge with Greatsword exactly? Because it was the one that I pulled from the list of challenges and it said Greatsword on it. That's it. We were pulling a challenge because we wanted something to do. Right? I wanted to play Monster Hunter because the weekends are for Monster Hunter still. And I'm not quite ready to play Freedom Unite again. I still haven't kind of got myself out of the horror of terrible, terrible hitboxes to do the entirety of G rank in Freedom Unite yet. And then... Oh, sorry. My hay fever is not happy today. Ugh. We didn't have any other games to play. It was just Freedom Unite, because Frontier we quit as well. Rise we decided not to do for lack of fun. So the only option was play Freedom Unite and not finish it because I won't have fun and I won't want to do it. Do even more GU, which means I'll burn out of GU and I won't finish it. Or do one of the challenge runs. We did a vote in the Discord server. People wanted to see a 4U challenge run out of 4U, 3U, and World. So I kept pulling challenge runs until I got one that was 4U. And the one that we got was this, Greatsword POC. Is what it was wrote down as. But yeah, Greatsword Collector's Challenge. So that's what we're doing. Simple as that. Simple as that. No weird shenanigans or extra reasons. Just... I pulled from the pot. Lack of fun? No, I didn't enjoy low rank. I just wasn't enjoying the game in general. When the fish greatsword, I think it's 4-star. Ein. Plesioff Watercutter and the Frozen Spear Tuner, of which you could mean either, are both in 4-star. Because it's when you get access to the Frozen Seaway. And when you get access to Sandslug. What, Mumla? Oh, that's wild. No, I just wasn't enjoying Rise in general, Nixel. Normally, whenever I start a new game, I'm very excited to get through low rank. Because I'm looking forward to the stuff that's coming, and I really enjoy progression, right? Progression's the bit I enjoy most about a Monster Hunter game. And then, instead of that, the whole time I was just like, I don't want to do this. And that's not a good attitude to have when you're playing Psych, just being like, ugh, I don't want to play this. Especially if I'm streaming it, right? Because I can't have any enthusiasm. Instead, the whole time I'm just like, yeah, I'm playing it, I guess. So I just stopped it. Manager was watching the whole scene. You can see the visible, oh, please, God, please no, when the old woman suggested she would just lie down. Oh, I didn't get the head break. God damn it. I had a really bad start. I mean, I'm not going to talk on it any further, Nixel. To be honest. I don't want to bring up that conversation for the 500th time. Ugh. Really annoying that I didn't get the head break there, but hey. Now we're gonna do Jaggies until we get 3 more King's Thrills, and then we're gonna do, Great Jaggy until we get 3 more King's Thrills, and then we're gonna do Little Jaggies until we get all of the small Monster Bone pluses, whatever they were called. Just small Monster Bones that I need. And then once we've got all of those, we can move up to Freestar. We can do the Kensha Watcher. Fair enough. Glad you had fun with it. They're well made. They are well made. How's the collection coming together so far? I'll show you in here, Chisel. This is what we got at the moment. There is, I think, 20 something. Hey, the gifty. Thank you very much. Have some hearts. I appreciate it a great deal. This is where we're at. In terms of weapons at the moment, we are just grabbing... Oh, God. I need 77 Monster Bone Smalls, so I'm grabbing another 27 of those. And I need 3 more King's Thrills. So we're grabbing a lot of those. A lot of the same weapons? Yeah. Well, I'm building them all through weapon trees, so... At the start of the game, there's going to be way more of the same weapon, and the further in we get, the more it's going to diversify. It starts to properly diversify in, like, 4-star or something. But for all of this tier, it's essentially just, like, metal weapons of various degrees and bone weapons of various degrees. A few Jaggy, a few Velocidrome, that's it. Then in next tier, almost all of the bone weapons go into just the next level of bone weapon and then the level after that as well. It's like, oh, wonderful. The metal weapons diversify a little bit. The Velocidrome weapons, I think, kind of almost all go into their own path, which is kind of weird by that point. Oh! Yes! Wait, shouldn't you get enraged? I understand it now. You'll have to grind guild quests to some extent. Yeah, I need to grind guild quests for... Gormagala, Kutku, Garuga. Excuse me. Deviljho, I think. I think Basirios as well. But not because I have a Basirios weapon, but because I need Basirios Cortexes at some point. Bless you, thank you. Hey, Crone. Welcome. Hi, Human Harvest, welcome. Good to have you both here. I apologize if I sneeze a lot from now for the next 3 months. Please take my continued constant apologies. The plants have decided to start having sex, which means that my face implodes. Yeah, should be good. Allergies kicking in. Yeah. This is disgusting, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I woke up this morning. My eyes were itchy. Within about 5 seconds of waking up, I had snot dripping down my nose. It's just like, fucking whatever, alright. Ugh. Taking showers, had one today. Didn't help. It got worse in the shower, if anything. I don't go out longer. I stay in my home. I work from home. I don't even know what you mean by nasal moisturizer, to be honest. That was the head break. Thankfully. My nose is moisturizing itself enough at the moment. About Dragon's Dogma, you never had the chance to get into endgame. Why? What do you mean you never had the chance? Can you not just keep going? Did your save file die or something? Somehow? Because I really hope that's not the case. Oh, in the past you never had a chance. Right. Fair enough. Yeah, why not? Rachel. Welcome. Good to have you. Why the hell not? Nobody told you that there was more to it? Yep. God. Post-game's fun. Post-game's really fun. Post-game's, like, the most enjoyable bit of Dragon's Dogma, I think. Because you basically get to re-explore the whole world and see a whole bunch of crazy shit. You're kind of shocked by how fast you're getting through it. I mean, you are playing, like, how many years a day? Chocolate, oranges, or even tomatoes can play a part in provoking allergy intensity, even if you're not particularly allergic to them. I'm not allergic to them at all. I'm only allergic to pollen. Someone has your porn in their party? Oh, are you getting the Rift Crystals for it? $10K Rift Crystals. Hot damn. They were much lower level as well when they hired it then. Where is my Jaggy? Hello? Full stars, nice. I miss. Okay. Well, that hit at least. How would chocolate make my hay fever worse? No. I don't get that. Tomatoes and oranges I can understand to an extent. But chocolate? You got 670k once? Jesus. You must have been like max level at that point, right? That's a level 200 one. Hey Mace, welcome. You playing the new Fortnite season? Lost the first one, but won the second and third. Congrats. You have fun with it? Because of certain chemicals, any binding of receptor-related chemicals can induce and amplify allergies. Surely you would need to eat a ludicrous amount of chocolate for that to be relevant, though, right? For it to have a significant enough of effect on your... I don't even know. I was going to say your immune system, but I don't even know if that's the right thing to say at this point. You're not a chemist, you're a biologist. That should be more reason for you to know, shouldn't it? I suppose it depends what your biology specific area is. If you don't do human-based biology. I mean, chemistry is making drugs, though, isn't it? Obviously, there's a bit more to it than that, but at a simplified level. Isn't chemistry the drug production phase? You obviously have to know about stuff like that as well, but... There's the head break. Happy days. One hit away from death. I should gather the small guy first before I go for the big one. I suppose you have to know how the drugs interact with people's bodies. That's weird. I've never thought about that before. Oh god, it's extremely warm today. Extremely warm. Screamer, unfortunately. No luck on this one. I did get a small monster bone though, so that helps towards the overall progression there. In terms of what I'm going for. How many do I need? Is it 2 more? I need 2 more frills, okay. And 23 more bones. The bones will be really quick when we're doing the appropriate quest for them. We're just slowly getting them from this quest at the moment. You're burning to a crisp. It's really hot. The Hoi is more of a spreadsheet simulator? I do, yep. Ugh. I do remember that. You discovered a game. Is it Vic? Is it Victoria? You know, you said it was like 28 for you yesterday. Nice. I don't know how hot it is for you today, but at least where I am today, it was 31 when I looked. At the temperature just before I started the stream. Shadow Empire? I've never heard of it. But why is my Jaggy not appearing? You're consistently taking too long. You're ruining everything. Spreadsheets over spreadsheets, yep. Nice. I mean, Eve's a bit like that as well, isn't it? Eve Online. I was actually playing EU4 today. Having a lot of fun with it. You want the people you apply to reply quick? You want money? Mace, you already got the quickest freaking job reply I've ever heard of. Don't complain too much. That one was automated. The fact that you got a response at all is wild to me, dude. Approximately 80% of the jobs that I applied to never even responded to me. Never played it. Neither have I. And he read all the articles about big-ass battles and wars. One guy overturned and usurped the whole corporation. Oh, amazing. That game's so weird. This is literally a cashier job at a place that needs workers. I mean, the only thing I ever applied for was an administrator position at a place that needed administrators. Same low-level, minimum wage bullshit. They're sure to reply. Don't get yourself down that rabbit hole, my friends. Because then you start taking it personally when they don't. I've seen people who do that. It's parallel society. Interesting. I assume it is relatively modern. Maybe the world is just nicer in the Netherlands, and people are more likely to respond, but... You might have some situations where you just never get responses. It's not refusal of contact, they just don't respond. That's all. Like, if you called them up or emailed them and was like, hey, how did this go? Right, like, why haven't you gotten back to me? They'd probably respond to you. But if you apply to it, they usually just like don't bother. They'll just put something in there that says like, if you haven't heard from us within 2 weeks, assume that you have been unsuccessful. I will say though, your hours do make it very difficult for an employer to be able to employ you if they are in desperate need of people. And I know that sounds kind of like counterintuitive, but they don't need someone who's just gonna do a few hours, right? They need someone who's gonna do a lot. So apparently got cut off. You're a leader of a nation has to build everything anew from zero, rediscover tech, lead nation, decisions, policies, strategies. Fair enough. Are you copy pasting the wiki page, you knows? Because it kind of sounded like it for a moment there. Don't hit him. Fuck. I'm gonna wait for him to go to sleep, then I'm gonna kill him. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kill him before I get the head break at this point. Or at least that's what I think is gonna happen if I try and hit him anymore right now. Gave the previous guys 2 evening shifts a week, long evening shifts. Yeah, they weren't as like desperate though, right? Are you actually playing it, Human Harvest? The way that retail typically works. No, see, here's the thing, Mace. The way that retail typically works is that you have an allotted amount of hours a week that you can employ people for, right? So, let's say typical person works 40 hours a week. The department, say, like, Tills as a department, it's not what it would be called, but for the sake of this example, will have an allotted, like, 160 hours a week. They'll obviously have more than that, but once again, for the sake of the example. That they can employ people for, which would mean they could only have 4 full-time employees if they had 160 hours. So if they interview a few people and they're desperate for people, and you're like, yeah, I'll do, you know, 4 3-hour days, that's 12 hours, which is a really awkward number to try and, like, manipulate other people around, instead of someone being like, yeah, I can work full-time. Then it's like, boom, you, in. Because they'll be desperate for whoever can do the most. If they're super desperate. Job doesn't expect full-time, it's teens with school and shit. Fair enough. Hey, only one more. Just to explain it from what I know of retail, though, that's typically how that works. They might have an allotted amount for the teens, though, like that. Hopefully it works out for you. Also, Human Harvest, we were discussing the negatives of the fact that Hoi plays like a spreadsheet, and your follow-up to that was, so I found a game that's worse than Hoi, and I'm now playing it? What? You love these kind of games. Fair enough. I got 1,800 hours in EU4. It's not like I could really say anything, is it? Your first and second priorities are school and bowling. Bowling. Pretty sure they'll at least reply. Let's hope so. It might be different when you're applying to youth jobs as well. They might not want to be mean to the kiddywinks, whereas they won't give a shit about doing it to full-ass adults. Oh, I didn't hit his head on that one. That was a good start, though. I got a lot of damage off there. That did hit the head. Your people are so fucking happy. While you're at war with the neighboring, supporting a war in the neighboring nation, technically. I guess. Your people are like, fuck yeah, war! Games. They are funny. Sometimes. They expected you to get the capital in a few years, which apparently didn't happen. Oh, what, as in, like, subjugate the enemy capital? Oof. Logistics, fuck logistics. How old is this game, Human Harvest? I can imagine this game I'm imagining in my mind to look atrocious. It's like early 2000s. Nice. Nice. Exactly what I'd envisioned. Shadow Empires. Shadow Empire. Oh no. Oh god, that looks horrible to play. It has full statistics about individual people. Oh, there's actually there's a new one, Human Harvest. Right? Is that what I'm reading? No, it's DLC for this game? This game came out in 2020. It came out in 2020, and the DLC came out 3 months ago. We are done with King's Thrills. We need 16 more Monster Bone Smalls. And we can move on. At that point, we will be able to progress soon. Let's go. Creates more water planets. Oh, that's cool. Is it enough already to interact with minor and major regimes? How to deal with hostile fauna and flora? Yeah, it sounds about right. That game looks like a lot. Also, I'm surprised they called it a 4X rather than a grand strategy game. But hey, the way you're describing it sounds more grand strategy than 4X to me. But maybe it plays more 4X-y than it does grand strategy. That'll kill you. Okay, all we gotta do is get lucky on a few of these bone quests. And then we move onwards to glory. 16 bones. I really hope we don't need any more, by the way. And then we begin the farm, instead of for Monster Bone Smalls, for Monster Bone Mediums. Oh, so much changes. But we also get to farm like Ketchawacha, we get to farm what you call him as well, Tetsukabura, Kutku. We get a cart for our Figgy, whatever it's called, the dude that does the supplies, the Waikun. We should get one of those, so we can start farming crap loads of honey and traps and capture tools and all of this stuff. It's gonna be good. Because we need to capture Kutku, which is why we're not doing Kutku in this tier. Because getting capture stuff in this tier is unreasonable. You have your troops out in the wild. You have to construct roads and supply bases. Without them, or your soldiers don't get any food for your animation. It makes perfect sense, yeah? Hey, Zany, welcome. He was just done playing for you. Whoever fought 2 Wrath Rubies for 1 Silver Lost Coil was good. It's a good idea. It's completely unhinged. That's not even that bad. Is that it? You just need 2 for the full armor set, Zany? Go back to Freedom Unite, man. I will never complain about needing less than 5, like 2 rares for a full armor set. I'll take it, man. Freaking Wrath Silver Loss in God damn Freedom Unite. 1 ruby per piece of armor. Per piece. It is horrible. Rebels which are patrolling don't have any supplies. They can't do anything like sitting ducks ready to get shot. Wonderful. Good thing you never farmed for it. Yeah, I'm really glad that I did. It was a great choice. Definitely something I should have done. I've been pinged. I don't know why. Troops, on the other hand, have a hard time, so they have to cross the mountains. You slowly build up roads for supplies. Yeah, crossing the mountains is kind of a bad idea, right? Historically, not a great decision. So this quest has already paid dividends, by the way, because we've got 2 Monster Bone Smalls before we've even finished the damn thing, which is amazing. We have a chance to get some from the rewards. We got a chance to get some from the sub-quest. We've also got a chance to just get some from calves in this area and more bone piles. Good stuff. We're mostly relying on the like sub-quests and the actual quest rewards. Even though technically I tend to get more during the quest itself. It's nice to consider them bonus drops, right? That way we will eventually get ourselves to the good stuff here. Enemy capitals on the other side of the mountain. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Got an aircraft, you could build an nice air bridges. Just supply drops. Funny, I have decent looking mix sets that are fashionable and have skills for Charge Blade, Gun Lance, Greatsword, Insect Glaive, and Longsword, and you're still at high rank. Well done. Well done. That's impressive, honestly. Then as soon as aircraft got involved, you got to worry about anti-air as well, though, probably, right? Did that in GU, your soul would leave your body? I think just playing GU would do that one to you, Zany. I don't think you have to do anything in particular, just play GU in general. Your soul just starts willingly trying to escape you. Tom Cruise missiles. Oh my god. They discovered blueprints for cruise missiles before aircraft. I mean, if it's lost research. Unlock some text in really weird ways. Best thing that happened. I mean, if you just start cruise missiling people, it's gonna be pretty easy. If they're on relative tech to you otherwise, right? Just, fuck it. Ooh. They don't stand a chance. Well, guys. We only need 12 more bones. So we got, what, 5 from the last one? That's pretty good. I hate the, like, goblin part of my brain that's kind of intrigued by this game. Statistics? Logistics? Organization? I know I won't like it. It's too much for me, but there's a part of my mind that's just like, yeah. Yeah. There's one monster bone small. Happy days. Already. I'll stick with EU4. I think EU4's the perfect balance of, like, visual goodness and not overly complex for me. And also, you don't spend a shit time waiting, doing nothing. How many bones do I need? In total, 77. I need 12, well, 11 more now, I guess. Because I have 11 bone blade pluses, and they all need to be upgraded to the jaw blade. And then I think 9 or 8 of them need to be upgraded to the giant jaw blade. The other ones go into the Thrash sword, which is Ketchawatch's weapon. Sheesh, it's not that bad. How many did I need in total? I worked it out. It was 77. 22 and 33. So like 130 total. So this is only half of the ones that I needed to get to this point of Monster Bone Smalls. Considering we've been going for an hour now, I have been in low rank, in 2-star village low rank. In this one quest here for 9 hours. I haven't done anything. I'm still here. You can do things. Construct buildings, nationalize private industry sectors to gain more resources. Yep. 9 hours in each rank. It'll get longer. Zany. Probably. I haven't, like, the only thing I've had to farm in this game, that in this rank, that really took, like, any sort of rarity and time to it was King's Frills. Which I have to break Great Jaggy's head for, and then it's a 65% chance that I get a King's Frill. That's the rarest thing I've had to do. I can get one a quest, right? But we need a plate. Yeah. In the next rank, I'm going to need Monster Bone Mediums. I think I need 55 of them straight away, and then I'm going to need even more for other stuff. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot. Wait. Oi! Fine then. Oh, I won't kill the other one. I'm going to kill neither of you, apparently. Stop jumping away from me. Also, why didn't you die? So the weird thing about the next rank is, technically, we have less weapons to do. Because the 3 Buster Sword pluses I have can't upgrade in the next rank. So instead of 24 weapons, we actually only have 21 to do. And then in the rank after, in 4-star low rank, where we add in 2 extra weapons in the Plesioth weapon and in the Frozen Spear Tuner. The big fishy greatsword. We have technically even less to do. Like, despite the fact we add 2 weapons, so we've got a total count of 26. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those don't even need to be upgraded. So it's really weird in terms of stuff like that, with trying to predict how long stuff's gonna take. Because I don't know. this is probably going to take like 10 hours total, right, before we get to the next tier. Depending on how lucky we are, which shouldn't take another hour to get the bones I need. But yeah, it's just weird. What happens if situations like the Bracky weapons? There's 9-star Frenzy Bracky quest, but there's a 10 regular Bracky. I entirely go by my sheet. I think the 9-star Frenzy Bracky quest actually requires your high rank in village, right? High rank in hub, potentially. Not sure. Let me have a look. 9-star village? Yeah, my weapon's to be upgraded in 9-star village. The demolition blade. So I'll farm it in 9-star. Which means I have to farm Frenzied Bracky instead of normal Bracky. It's just how it is. It's an advanced quest, so it kind of comes and goes randomly too. In a village? A village advanced quest? I thought advanced quests in village were always the next tier up. So that's actually a G rank quest, right? Isn't Frenzy Monster mostly faster to farm because of the Y stones? That must be. I don't know how that works. But if it's not farmable because of me having to reset the quests like that, like, I'll do it as much as I can in the tier. I'll try and keep note and do that quest whenever it comes up if I need to farm for it, right? But if it's a case of I can move to the next tier now, but that weapon isn't done, but I've done literally everything else in the tier, I'll just move on. Because if I can't farm the quest consistently, there's no way for me to make it happen other than just reset quests over and over and over and over and again, right? And that would actually slow me down in the long run. Essentially, every quest I do should work towards building a weapon. Or work towards quest completion. If I'm doing a quest that's going to do literally nothing for me, I'll just move on. High rank Shiguri farming, like, where's this quest? It's in hub, right? Is that one advanced as well? The file name should have been a Hugster. That would have worked. Yep. That's advanced. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Thankfully, you only have one weapon, right? Well, I only have one weapon. Yeah, exactly. I'll try and do all the ones that are locked behind advanced quests first. We'll give highest priority to advanced quests whenever we unlock them. And then we'll do other farming in the meantime. Guess you're gonna have to restart? No. I don't care what my name isn't perfect. I'm 100 and something small monster bones in. I'm not restarting. Fuck that. What's wrong with G rank? Only 3 ranks. Nothing's wrong with it. It's the same here, right? It's only 3. Is it 3 ranks in 4U? How do you deal with your hunger without eating because you need a calorie deficit? You don't eat massive portions all at once, Space. And you'd be hungry at times. For example, I'm hungry at the moment. I got this sitting right next to me and I can't eat it. You need to have some willpower. Hunger makes you feel physically sick. Yeah, at that point you need to have a little bit to snack on because you're too hungry at that point. I need 1 more bone. Dieting doesn't work for everyone though, Mace. Like, dieting works for some people, exercise works for some people, both works for some people. For me, just calorie counting is how I do it, because exercise does not work for me at all, because I'm dying on the floor. Right? Oh, yeah, it is a bit weird in that regard. That's true. To lessen your calorie intake? Yep. Then you need to not be eating stuff like deep-fried shit all the time, and scoffing down Ben and Jerry's, and all of this stuff. Pringles. You can eat more food if you eat less calorie-intensive food. And more chicken tendies. Chicken nuggets are actually pretty good in terms of calories. You don't choose what you have for dinner? That's true. But you can ask them to do your smaller portion sizes and stuff, right? Anytime you would have, like, 3 small burgers, just have 2 instead. Anytime you do end up getting takeaway, get a little bit less takeaway. You know, I don't know what you get from McDonald's, for example, but if you get chips and nuggets, instead of getting 20 nuggets and a large chips, get 8 nuggets and a large chips. Or get small chips and 6 instead of 9 or whatever, right? See you tomorrow, you gotta go to work. Have a good time, even Harvest. Well, as good as you can have at work. Enjoy yourself. See you another day. And thank you for the lurk. Today for your dinner, you'll have homemade burgers from your farmer. Nice. Hey, how you Chisel? Solar Cinder is damn hard nut to crack, but in a good way. Yeah, Solar Cinder's really fun. Yeah, see, this whole, like, number menu for me doesn't exist. This is an American thing that parts of the world have adopted. I have no idea what a number 9 is. He was here at the start of the stream. Hiya, Chisel. Good to see ya. Were you? My brain's a little bit fried because it's, like, probably estimating maybe like 32 degrees in my room at this point. You just say the product name? Yeah, that's what I do as well. It's wild when people are like, yeah, can I have a number 32, please? And I'm like, what the fuck are you on about? You read the things that it says on the board up top and you ask for the thing. Yeah, but our menus don't have numbers, Mace. Like, when you go to a fast food restaurant, usually they have the menu, like, above where the cashier is. And all of that stuff. And then they might have, like, a menu on the wall on the side, but it has no numbers on it. In the UK. Because I always see people like, yeah, if you ask for something on the menu by its number, even if it's not on the menu, they have to do it. And it's like, no. If it's not on the menu, it's not on the menu. The fuck are you talking about, you crazy bastards? It's already hot, you have to sit next to a space heat for hours and hours, yeah. It's alright though, because I've got 2 fans on in this room and it's barely working. Summer is rough though, honestly. Last summer was rough as well. Man, it was warm. I'm really glad we weren't here when it was 40+ degrees. America, they teach the menu in schools. Oh, no. No, there's no... I don't know what a secret menu is. A secret menu doesn't make sense. That's not a thing. Hey, Falco. Welcome. You don't want to start your mobile air conditioner already? Want to give your body a chance to adapt to warmer temperatures? Oh, I can't. Because I've got hay fever going on at the same time. Like, the hay fever and the heat is giving me a mad headache at the moment. So I can't afford to not have them on. I'm gonna go check how warm it is, actually. It's 35 degrees. Celsius. It's really warm. It's really damn warm. Yep, yeah, it is. And I'm sitting next to a computer. And talking the whole time. There's my 77 bones. I've got my King's Frills. We're moving on. Free. Let's have a little look-see, actually. Let's do a little bit of interesting looky stuff, shall we? Where is my hunter's notes? So, after low rank, after 2-star village, we have killed 269. Nice. Jaggy. Just small Jaggy. We've killed 269 of them. Jaguar, we've killed 118. We've killed 27 great Jaggies. 8 Velocidromes. They're the main things that we've been killing. We have done 63 Great Sword quests. In 2-star village. 63? And we got 9 hours and 27 minutes on the save file. We have completed a single quest rank. Oh, Catch a Watcher is. Oh, the Jaggy. Now exterminated, yep. Oh god, I forgot that looks horrible. Progress? Progress? Progress! Something that we are going to have to do a lot of, in the next tier, which I have not talked about, is kill Catch a Watcher. Every freaking bone weapon, if you miscounted, forgot one more bone later, and you realize it, you just go back and get it. The thing is, I haven't counted all of the bones I need for the entire game, Zany. I've only counted the ones that I can currently see on equipment right now. Technically, with the way that I've laid out the rules, I don't even need to do that. I'm just doing a little bit extra now to hopefully avoid on doing it later. Because it's not as fun if we have to go back and are like, oh, we're in 2-star, but we need to get another 77 small bones, right? It's kind of nicer to do it while you know it's there to begin with, and then go on. Oh, that's an adorable emote. No, if I counted all of the stuff we would need from right at the start of the run, Zany, think of how much mining I would have to do for all of the earth crystals I'm gonna need. Hello. Such a thing. Yes, in this tier. I need from Catch a Watcher 3 of his weapon, 2 of which are also going to be upgraded in the tier in 5-star village. I think with Celtus Queen stuff, so we'll have to farm the pre-materials for them as well. One of them is which is going to go to the Nurstella weapon. But also, the Chieftain blades that I have. I have 4 Chieftain's blades, I believe, that are going to be upgraded. And all of those require 5 Catcher Pelts. So just from those alone, we need 20 Catcher Pelts. Then we also need to make 3 Catcher Watcher weapons. And then also, I am probably, depending on what skills his armor has, if it has focus, I might pick up his armor. If I remember correctly, I was told that in 3-star village, Sunken Hollow is when you can start getting access to your good friend's talismans. So if his armor has focus and also has 4 slots, I will get it and hope that I get myself a 1-slot talisman to be able to get in speed gathering, or just get a speed gathering talisman. That'd be nice. I don't mind having a negative on armor for a while, if that's what needs to happen to make this work for me. Also, fun little thing about this tier. Once we have done all of the quests in this tier, I am able to do HR1 multiplayer for a brief period of time. Do Molten Tiggy, alright, time to kill 100 more Jaggy. Yeah, hopefully at that point we'll be okay. So we'll probably do like HR1 multiplayer. And then after we've done all of the quests in there, I'm probably just going to farm stuff in low rank because it'll be more convenient to do solo. But we'll get to do the multiplayer quests at least, that'll be fun. Multiplayer fishing, the best bit of the whole game. Fishing together. It's just not the same as fishing on your own, you know? The camaraderie, the tales, the stories. We're officially in Village Freestar. 9.5 hours in. We're in Village Freestar. Woo! So, we have 24 weapons, which all need to be dealt with in this tier. 3 of them cannot be upgraded, so are immediately dealt with and done. I can just mark them as green. They're finished. Which leaves us with 21 weapons, which needs upgrades. Of which, of those 21, 11 of them need 2 upgrades in this tier. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, fine. Hopefully fine. Focus is like 30 hours away at the fastest. Yes! Mostly what I want is just speed gathering, man. Hi. The Viporium. You can multiply the items in your possession. He gives us some Caffeindra seeds. Most importantly, we have a freaking cart, man. We have a cart. Oh, that's nice. Trade. We can also trade for these Royal Ludroth claws now as well. And this spongy hide, which I also need. I have not included any of these being able to just buy ice crystals. To be honest. I kind of forgot that mechanic existed. So the most important thing about this is it means we can start farming stuff for traps. Sap plants, sleep herbs, power shrooms. To finally get us the stuff we need there. We're not going to go to half just yet. So, these weapons, these three Buster Sword Pluses at the top, none of these can be upgraded. We can't get Dragonite, we can't get Killer Beetles, and we can't get Kezu. So, those are the ones which are just skipped over, we're done with. It's a freebie, right? These two are going to go to Tetsukabra, and then they can't upgrade again. So, 2 Tetsu weapons, not too shabby. These rugged greatswords down here are going to... I can already do it, which is nice. I will do one of those in just a second. One of them is going to this Ludroth Bonesword, which is where it finishes. And 4 of them are going to the Chieftain's Greatsword here. And that's as far as they go. So we're already done with a weapon. Because we got enough catching material. We're already done with one. The reason we need these, one of them is going to go to Shattered Slots, 3 of them are going to go to Usurper Storm. Of the bone weapons, all of them need this upgrade. Every single one of these bone weapons, all 11 of them, needs this upgrade. So I'm going to need 55 Monster Bone Mediums. Of those 11, 3 of them are going to upgrade into the Fresh Sword. Which we can also get in this tier. It will be this one, and this one, the bottom 3 here. The other 8 have to be upgraded again into the Giant Jaw Blade, which is going to be more Monster Bone Mediums, I'm pretty sure. That's going to be the thing that takes the majority of our time here. This weapon can be upgraded in this rank with Gypceros material to the Vile Serpent Blade Plus. And then 2 of them are going to go into Chick Decapitators, for which we need the Scales and the Flame Sacks for. But we needed to get to the next tier to get the Jumbo Bones. What's the nicest looking one I have currently? Not sure, to be honest. I think probably this one that I've got equipped right now. It would be kind of a choice, whichever one you preferred, between... Can I look at the way they look in here? I can look at it in the smithy, so I'll just do it in there. Between... essentially this weapon. Not that one. This. Or... one of the basic-ass bone weapons, which kind of looks like this, but not quite. It looks like this. Holy shit, that looks kind of cool. These are the 3. Oh, I technically have one of these as well. Let's go to half. Whoops, sorry. I wanted to click yes. I was going to talk to you once I get there. I did do this, right? I did. I can't trade for the spongy hide. Go. That bone greatsword is like the top 5 best in GU. Of course it is. The right at the start basic bone greatsword. It's one of the best ones. Oh, GU's wild, man. This game's wonderful. Oh yeah, his super ridiculous one. Little kitty cat. Oh no. Not the kitty cat. It's fine. He only cooks our food. Hey, Dustin. Oh yeah, I forgot about the cat's repeated inability to ever actually gamble. That's the place. That lovely little bit of the half theme coming in early there. Instead of the lock-like one in the cutscene. Very good. Hello, Half. Get used to listening to this music. We're gonna be here a while. We had lock-like for a little bit. Now we got Half for a while. Yeah. Villain, livelier than a cuckoo in heat. I've never read that line of dialogue before, I don't think. Time to have depression like the dwarfs for 10 hours. Yup. I will buy that because I'm probably going to need it. Flying Wyverns Volume 1, you spoil me. I'm going to buy these while I can. I'm not going to buy the Book of Combos free, I don't think. Money might prove itself to be an issue relatively soon. I'm going to imagine. How you doing, Dustin? Good to have you. Half about lava, so peaceful. 10 out of 10 chill out. Yeah. It's very nice and calm. But it is, like, wrong. Hey, buddy. That too needs to go. I'm done talking to you now, by the way. Oh, I forgot about that. Cool. We need to go save them from their sadness. So because of the way we do this, we separate it by quest tier, not by individual monster. We don't need to farm all of Quetzalcoatl right now. We will try and fill in as many of the quests as possible and just hopefully get the materials we can along the way. So, Peaceful Half probably won't last overly long, to be honest. Oh, the cutscene actually works here? It's not screwy. Interesting. I wonder why. I thought the cutscene only worked in Chico Sands. Tempting Goblet? Nay! That's a rare one. Buy a calm half, yeah. I can't remember, when do you get calm half after you kill Nasilla, or is it straight away after Tetsu? Because if it's not till Nasilla, it's going to be a hot moment still, right? Because I can't do Nasilla because it's the urgent quest. I'm locked behind the urgent quest. This is why I want speed gathering. How often do we have this discussion? Look, I don't remember, okay? It was never really important to me until this moment. Before, it was just important for you guys. It didn't matter to me. Now it's actually relevant. Oh, how wonderful. To be in half. How glorious. I might be able to get myself speed gather stuff soon. Oh. Blessed. Blessed be. Oh, Tetsu's in the bottom area to begin with, right? Renephilos are our target for any post-quest operations. We want to go beat the shit into Renephilos. Your next puck reaching village 3-star. When does half change again? Look, I'm not saying you're right, alright, but what I am gonna say is shut up. First time seeing someone get excited for speed gather. It's gonna be so good though, right? It's gonna be so good for me. Hi, Furious. Welcome. Was this a blurry cutscene? Why is this cutscene blurry? Oh, this is horrible. The 3D isn't on. Why is it rendering this cutscene in 3D? Do I have the cheat turned to turn it off? I'm pretty sure I've got it on. Yeah, it's off. What greatsword do I own? At the moment, the one I'm using is the Chieftain's Blade. Which ones do I own? A lot of them. There you go. It's just that cutscene for some reason. Oh. As to which ones I own, exclamation mark collector. You can have a look at which ones I own in there. If I own them, they're marked in green. It's on the second sheet of the spreadsheet. Bonk. So I do want the Tusk Break is vitally important. And is the thing I'm going to prioritize, I think, here. Didn't actually charge that far enough. Oh, I hit him somewhere, but it wasn't where I wanted to, I don't think. Ooh. Tetsu's pretty rough when you don't have any, armor, huh? How much time did that spreadsheet take? 5 hours. A lot of which was just like checking on relatively what tier it becomes reasonable to obtain a weapon in. Took a while. Time well spent? Well spent? I mean, it's going to save me a lot of time now, right? It was time well invested, that's for sure. Sounds like a boring 5.5 hours. It was fine, honestly. I didn't mind doing it. I did it over 2 days, so it was like 3 hours on one day and then 2 hours on the next. I shouldn't have done that, it's gonna get me. Oh, that killed me. Oh no. I have no more healing. I only used the healing on the quest for this one. Well, this is gonna be rough. What's the subquest? Let me just jaw. Do you take spreadsheet commissions? Why? And maybe if I get paid for it. Honestly, I might do if I get paid for it. As long as you don't want any super fancy stuff. If you ever need it, you'll know where to ask. Fair enough. I don't know why you'd need a spreadsheet, but hey. What cards for the Waikun earlier that you're supposed to? Well, glad I got back down here and you immediately left. The thing that should make this a little bit easier is he should have relatively low health. We're only in a village 3-star, right? The game's not going to expect the world of me just yet. So our woefully inaccurate armor. Inadequate, sorry. My apologies. Should be fine. As long as we don't try and push it too far. Like, this Tetsu's probably as far as we should go. And then we need to make a call if we're building Tetsu armor. Kutku armor. Ludroth would probably also be an option for me. And something else. Kaku. Baroff might be doable, don't know. 25, Naga Path, the Vile Serpent Blade. Sure, I can use the Vile Serpent Blade for a bit. It's definitely going to slow quests down a little bit, but that'll be alright. Do it after this quest, Furious. Thank you. Toad Tears. Fun, quote-unquote, to grind for. Why would you grind for Toad Tears? They're account items. Do you need account points for something? The only thing you need account points is for farming, right? And there's nothing you can really farm at this point that would cost that much. You meant the oil? Oh, the paddock oil? Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to getting the paddock oil, honestly. I don't need any immediately, but I'm probably going to need some for the upgrades after this one. Capture, always get the 2 shinies, yeah. That'd be the best way to do it. Unfortunately, capturing is not an option right now. There's the leg break. You can cheese them. I mean, it's not really cheesing them, it's the intended mechanic. Isn't it? Basically, when he drops the rock in his mouth, he drops the shiny, so if you just attack the rock, he'll drop it. Nice. Helps to stop playing greedy. Doesn't he occasionally drop them? No, he always drops them if he's got a rock in his mouth. If you flinch him when he's got a rock in his mouth, he drops the rock, which is what drops the shiny. You're just doing it the intended way. If you just attack the rock straight up, you break it, which causes him to drop a shiny. How many hours do you have in your POC against Tetsu specifically and you didn't realize? That's wild, man. You miss mounting monsters? Yeah. It's decent in World at least, right? Oh, that's dumb. You kept trying to mount and free you. Yeah, that doesn't work. He just sometimes had shinies lying around and probably missed you breaking his rock on the way. Do you play without the sound on, Ein? Because if so, that would explain why you have that. It's like you don't remember. Sure. I can do the B yard now as well. I don't know when I can get my second cart and my third cart. We have a 600 damage weapon right now. Hell yeah. We gotta go switch to the Vile Serpent Blade though, for quite a few quests. Which we will do after this. Da, 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 da. Hi. Decorations. Aquaglow jewels. Decorations forge. Where is it? Speed gather. I need bumble pumpkins? Ah, shit. Where do I get bumble pumpkins from? Well, find that out at some point. Is there any other skills I could get? I could get health. Hunger, I guess. Gluttony, I guess. Transporter would also be good to get. Dash extracts. Cool. What's up? Are you planning to take it? Showing off the little article thingy. Kafar is where we need to go in the long run. Oh yeah, we just get like 3 iron pickaxes from this dude, right? I could never remember. Haikun 1. Haikun 1 farm, yep. That's what I wanted to say. I'm scared about these monster bow mediums. Oh, Arzaros is also a choice. Which does have speed gather. It's called a talisman. Woo! I could put auto guard on my greatsword. There's Gypseros unlocked as well. So definitely able to upgrade that weapon. Let's switch to this. This could be sold. Auto guard is not helpful for me and I don't want it. Goodbye. We'll switch to this serpent blade and we will use it for however many quests it was. It was 4, right? I think. Let me just make sure I know what that is. I believe it's 4 quests. 4 quests, yes. Cool. I also don't think I can go any further. So let's have a look. MH4U armor sets. We're gonna get ourselves an armor set first. Is it a bad weapon? No, it's fine. It's got good raw damage. It just doesn't have green sharpness. That's all. Renephalos would give us KO and Mud. And 4 slots. Remobra hilariously would give us poison and shitloads of slots. Jaggy, we're not interested in. Genprey, not really interested. Paralysis, status. Eodrome, same thing, don't really care. Status and poison. Lagombi isn't something I can currently fight, but Lagombi would be really good. What the hell? Did I trade for Lagombi? No. Lagombi's not something I have access to right now. I need access to, like, HR4 for that, I think, unfortunately. That's a really good armor set. Ketchubacha has 4 slots, which is just not enough, but it does give you Whim, which is decreased likelihood of breaking picks. Gypseros is pretty decent. I don't know if I can kill a Gypseros though, man. Let's have a look at Kutku. Kutku has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots. Has fire attack up, and no negatives. I think Kutku's going to be our option here. As horrible as that is. I can't even see the helmet because I didn't get here. I need a webbing. 2 more webbing. Monster Bone medium. And I can't see the legs for some reason. What did Ketchuwacha give? I don't think I even looked at Ketchuwacha. I don't think I had the slots. Water attack and whim, yeah, not great. Ugh. Okay. What set am I going for? Kutku, I think, is what I'm going to build. Because it's got the best slots so that I can put in speed gathering. And it also gives me attack. I'm gonna do this for an Ephilos quest to hopefully grab myself a monster by medium, and then we'll do some cuckoos. And everything should be good. Lagombi would have been a really good armor set, but I can't get it until 4-star. Evade distance would have been really nice. Alas, I shall have to wait. But Kaku had 6 slots, which is enough to put in Speed Gather. Although the more and more I think, does Speed Gather help you with carving as well? I think it does, right? Evade distance with Greatsword, yeah. I evade all the time with Greatsword. Why wouldn't I get evade distance? Yes, it's everything. Good. Cool, thank you. I'm constantly evading with Greatsword. Evade distance would be wonderful. I need to try and find some sleep herbs somewhere. I've never picked any up. Ivy's nice. I guess that works, yeah. I feel like that would take away from the feat I'm trying to go for here. Had haikus even work? No idea. Hello? Okay, that was weird. They always sound like gibberish to me. It's understandable, that's 90% of the gameplay, yeah. Yeah. Yup. Okay, I have to do 3 attacks to kill you? That's fine. I should be able to carve monster by mediums from these guys. It's only like a 10% chance, but I can do it. Like it's a syllable. It's like the parts that you say of a word, essentially. Each noise you have to make is a syllable. So, because it's a long word, Iron just put sophisticated. So it's like sophisticated. So it's a 5-syllable word. Who ping? Yeah. Horrible example, but yeah. You are correct. Letter groups. Yeah, I guess. Not group? No, that's how it reads in English, basically. Number of vowels, too? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Don't grope the letters. You shouldn't grope anyone, really. Letters deserve not to be groped. Can you go away? I need to carve your dead brother. What numbers do? What did numbers do to you, Zadie? There's 2 monster mode mediums, hell yeah. Get lucky. I really hope I can get sleep herbs from the the ancestral step. And I just haven't got any so far, I've just been unlucky. Because I really need some. Also need to go grab a drink. Or my throat implodes. Unlucky. Not great binding there. I got a Macalite, so no need to be overly upset, I guess. I didn't choose anything, Mugler. It was in the queue. I didn't choose. I sort of half chose because I actually entered Greatsword. I would love to do a Lance one. And a Gun Lance one, honestly. I think both of those would be really fun. I like playing Lance. Lance is really good at this game. Lance is really good at this game. Good luck soloing GOG with Gun Lance. Eh, I'm sure you can manage it. Might be difficult, but I'm sure it's doable. Or Apex for Jang with a Lance? Pretty sure I've already done that. To be honest, I think I've already done that one. Every day of the week's different collector. Oh god. The amount of combined time spent in low rank would be miserable. It's been 5 years. And I am in high rank. Like 140 Apex for Jag? No. Not 140 Apex for Jag. Because if I wanted pain, I'd smack my arm against the side of my desk. There is no tangible reason in the entire world why I would ever kill a 140 Apex for Jag. There's no need. GU's not available on the list of things that can be put in for challenge runs. You did? Yeah, there was no tangible reason for me to do it. Might have been one for you, but there's not one for me. It's pointless. It's just an arbitrary increased amount of difficulty for people who want it. I don't. No, GU's just disallowed from challenge run availability. As is... Basically, it's just free you for you in World. Because anything in GU takes too long. Hey, there it is. And because people will unironically put challenges like that in, which I don't want to do. Which means I will just veto them, but yeah. I don't want to go anywhere near Prowler. I'm gonna be so burnt out with GU, man. GU challenge run might have to wait a little bit. Oops, I forgot to grab the ticket. This is number 2. Prowler gameplay, yeah. Not a fan myself either, to be honest. I'm gonna go grab myself a drink real quick. Be right back. There we go. I've returned. Welcome, awesome, by the way. Oh, it's Mystery Bones? I was hoping, catching quests gave you... Or, yeah, what are they called? Gathering quests might have given you Monster Bone Smalls, just in case I ever needed any more in the future. That would have been extremely helpful. 5 pages of low-ranked village 2-star? Yeah. Just wouldn't be enjoyable. A lot of people enjoy Prowler, though. And they equal parts have my fear and my respect. The Moga Bee place. Wonderful. Let's duplicate a little bit of honey. Get that going. We're going to give it Kathianja to hope that we get a higher chance of some, what'd you call it? The thing that I need. And then we're going to go over here. Because we need to kill some Kutku for a while. Even though I can't capture them, I do need to kill a lot of them. That's the wrong thing. I need this. If you're gonna talk like that regardless, Syphilis, let's be honest, if you want to talk like that, you don't need an excuse, you're gonna do it. Welcome. I would say it's good to have you here, but after reading that message, I don't know if it is anymore. Welcome, nonetheless. Anything they're good for is gathering. That's not true, they're incredibly safe as well. Prowler, on a quest where you can go back to camp, is essentially a quest in which you will never take a cart. They are incredibly, incredibly safe playstyle. And you can actually do decent damage with them, if you know what you're doing. Because you can get, like, weakness exploit on them and stuff like that, can't you? Which is wild. Oh, nice. It's just in the first area. It's pretty solid. What's up? I hope I managed to get these 2 attacks off. I did. I bounced off of something? I'm pretty sure, did I mark that off that I built one of the Reavers? I did not. I think I need to mark this as green while I remember, because I did build one of the Reavers. Dink. As long as I can keep hitting it in the head, I should be fine. Not for me, it's not, Mugler. Unsurprisingly, like most games I play, it's about having fun. For me, and I don't necessarily have fun through pain. Ding. That works. As long as I charge level 3, I seem to be able to hit it regardless, which is wonderful to know. I can hit it on the head at all times. Not having green sharpness is kind of unfortunate, but hey. Not much I can do about that one. Sucks. Finally angry. I'm really surprised this head isn't broken yet, though. Not very happy that I'm out of healing now. Because this quest doesn't give you any, and I'm still not bringing it on quests with me. Because it's too expensive to buy potions. Although the amount of time it's going to take to farm for all those monster medium bones, it probably won't be too expensive to buy potions. To be honest. What we got in the next tier? No, we don't have anything particularly overly farm heavy. The next tier is quite light, I think. Nope. And a 1, 2, that will be enough. I didn't want to go for all 3 of them just in case. Nice. Oh, that's, you know, not great because I can't heal, but I think that trade was probably worth it. Wow, this does not do fantastic damage, huh? To say the least. If speed gathering decos need Bumble Pumpkins, I'm pretty sure my chance of actually getting a payout of Bumble Pumpkins is terrible. Until I get my farm like upgraded to more stars. So I might just want to grab bugs for a really long time. But also, I really, really need to get traps. So that I can capture traps and tranks, so that I can capture stuff like Kulu here for higher chances of getting the fire sacks, because I do need 2 of them. I can pierce its tail with default yellow sharpness as well. Good to know. It's a real shame that that interrupted Ty there. That heal would be disgustingly nice. Oh yeah. Good stuff. Nope. That sounds like a tale from the pharmacy. I'm glad. I don't have any whetstones in my inventory. Oh no, I'm terrible. You are watching this while playing second G. The hitboxes are night and day. Yep. There's a reason I'm taking a break from Freedom Unite right now, and it's exclusively the hitbox. Realized the name. It's pretty damn clever. Lugia came up with it. Credit to Lugia. That one was not a me. Bonk. Shame. I wanted the shiny drop. It's the problem when you don't have any damn healing. Or any damn whetstones. Can't take any more Tigrex back attack. Half active hit zones? Yeah. Take a break. You need to from that game occasionally. It is rough as hell. Specifically frustrating with player weapon hitboxes are precise down to the millimeter. Weapon can have a shitbox when you're not near it. Yep. Yep. That does make it a lot worse. You're right. A lot worse. Aw, damn it. Nice one. Glad to caught him on the head. Always going to be glad if I get a good head hit in. Smack. Nice, injuries. You're surprised you loved Hammer back then enough to make it one of your mains to this day? Hitting heads in early monster, it was impossible. How did you do it? Yeah, I don't know either, man. It's really damn difficult. I never did play Hammer back at that point, but it's... People are like, oh yeah, just use Hammer. It's really easy. You just hit the monster's head, and I'm like, fuck. We're playing a different game. You try and do a hit. You miss a hit, get punished by an invisible Eldritch Guard. Yeah. Remember hating Greatsword? Now you're maining Greatsword? How the times have changed. I remember the two weapons I played in Freedom Unite. I played Greatsword just for like low rank, and then we just stopped doing that playthrough. But I played Greatsword, and I played tons of dual blades. Which is really weird, because they're kind of like complete opposites. But I enjoyed both of them. Yeah, Hammer in that game is definitely a no-go. For me. It's so damn difficult. Nice. Good. Free book. You should be dying soon, right? How much worse? You remember Chameleos being worse? have so much fun hunting him with Gunlance. Oh yeah, with Gunlance he's a piece of piss because you basically don't have to fight him. You can just shell him all day long. It's with non-Gunlance weapons. Chameleos is one of the worst monsters in that entire game to fight. Because you can only pierce his back legs, his like stomach, throat bit, and his head. That's it, until you have white sharpness. But with Gunlance, because you can just shell and Wyvern fire, it's way easier. And he's weak to fire, right? That's unfortunate. I thought he was actually leaving the area. I wasn't paying attention to where he was limping towards. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Is shelling considered fire damage? Part of it is, yeah. In the old games. Part of it's flat damage and part of it's fire damage. Shelling is weird as hell in the old games. There's Kaku down. Only a million more to go. If we're lucky here, while I'm farming for enough scales and shells, I will casually happen my way, and webbing, sorry. I will casually happen my way into the flame sacks I need, and I won't have to go out of my way to farm for them. That would be the ideal situation. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. But I do not really care about Gathering +1 and Spirit Swim anymore. Gathering +1's nice, but I'm not overly reliant on ore at the moment. I'm mostly requiring monster parts. So just doing attack up would be way better. So I think we'll switch in bits of this armor set as soon as I get it. We won't even wait. Oh, there's one. Nice. Very lucky. This might not take that long then, if Kaku's gonna play nice. How you doing? Welcome. It's partly fire damage in 5th gen too. Oh, really? Cool. I did not know that. Stop being annoying. Please. I need another ear for the helmet. I can make the mail, so I will. 11 defense bump. Pretty good. I would say that's pretty damn good. I need 2 webbing for that. I can make this. I need 2 webbing. Arms, right? So I need 4 webbing, 3 ears. Yeah. The amount of time it's going to take us to get that, I'll get all of the other stuff I need. 4 webbing, 3 ears. This just requires flame sack and then some generic materials. Okay, cool. Oh, I do need panic oil. I will need 4 of it. Neat. I'm gonna need lots of Tetsu claws as well, huh? Good to know. Good to know. Right, let's do one more normal quest, and then we'll switch back to a different weapon here. Now we can do the crystal bones. Trying to avoid the weapon. You literally just saw Gravios mats on one of those weapons? Yep. That's the Uragan weapon. Upgrades with Gravios bits. The Brazen Wall is what it's called. So I can't get it until 5-star. There is a lot of weapons that just skip next rank entirely. Wait, I'm in here? Oh, I still can't build the weapons I need Dragonite, but I'm in here? Already? How do I get the fuss? What am I getting? Crystal bones? Are they mining points? I don't actually know what those are. I think they're just gathering bone piles. Maybe. I'll find out. I'm gonna grab everything anyway. Yeah, that's the Santoku Riva that I've already got. That you saw the mats on. Enten. Normal Kaku looks wrong on you, not gonna lie. Yeah. I am used to, it's kind of normal for me to have the blue Kaku, right? So it looks weird. But hey. It's the best armor I can get at the moment, unfortunately. You dig Kaku, to be honest? I like Kaku armor. Kaku armor's good. I almost always build blue Kaku armor in high rank. Because of, like, nostalgic reasons. And I never build it other than that, but because we're doing this, like, challenge run now, I just build whatever's good where I can get it, so... Here it is. It's early, it doesn't look right, but hey. Has that layered look? That's eye ASMR? Or eye candy? Yeah, it looks like actual, like, layer. It looks like armor as well, which I appreciate. It is an armor set that looks like it is armor. It would protect you in one way or another. It's not just completely useless. Those bone piles were terrible. Battery Uchiha. Not wrong, actually. Fair. Fair. Can't disagree with that. Right, let's go over this way, around, down into the area across. Hello. I think you can drop jumbo bones, right? Because I do need another one. At least. And even if I don't, it'd just be nice to have the Cogger Pelt in my inventory. I really also need to do a Velocidrome. Because I need to trade Velocidrome stuff for Ludroth stuff. I also need Monster Fluid, so I'm actually going to go back up into this area. Because I think there was Alteroth in here. I need at least one more Monster Fluid. Or two more Monster Fluid, sorry. Have you guys got anything to actually... No, because you'd immediately be running towards it. Okay. Maybe I get lucky. No, they both blew up. Never mind. I do need to grab bug stuff whenever I can. It's just such a pain in the ass. Because they're never in useful spots. Oh, hi. I'll leave you alone. Will I? No, I probably won't. Actually, I'm gonna kill you. That is what I was looking for. Don't believe I need it for any of the upgrades I can currently get. But I do need them in the next rank. It becomes available in the next rank that I can get bits and bobs in there. I need Dragonite and Killer Beetles to upgrade my meta weapons. So that'll be really, really, really damn helpful. Oh, it's Genprey. Hi, Genprey. I don't believe I need anything from you guys. I don't even think the Genprey Grace is in this game. The Genprey Greatsword. It's kind of weird, actually. Stinkhoppers? Yep. Can you not get them until this point? No, I think you can, right? There's the big money. Damn Killer Beetles. Royal Rhino is going to be a lot of account points, which is nice. Especially since it's basically all I got there. Two Killer Beetles already is fantastic. And I wish I had speed gathering. Make this so much nicer. Acolyte? Did this game also have a point achievement? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did. It was both simultaneously less annoying and more annoying than free use. Free use, you had to get way more points. Just a disgustingly large number of points. That's what made it so annoying, but you didn't need them all at the same time. In 4U, you only need 100,000, you don't need 1,000,000. And they're easier to come across. But you have to have them all banked at the same point. You have to have them all in your inventory. You can't have just built 1,000. Whereas in 3U, as long as you've got 1,000,000, you're good. Not getting pain. Points online is pain, yeah. I farmed them all with Uragans. KOing Uragans, knocking Uragans over, mining their back with speed mining. That's how I got all of my points. Basically. I think I got like 600,000 worth. Also just bought and sold a whole bunch of ice crystals. Bought a whole bunch of them from Granny. Sold them for resource points to Junior. Bullying Uragan, basically. Yeah, he deserves it, though. So. And only Uragan? No, I bullied Steel Uragan as well. Lord of Cinder down. Hey, congrats. Well done. Pretty decent hunk of ore from this quest. Oh, one slot. Defense free and one with a 1 slot. For 35 in-game hours. Nice one. Do you have the DLC? Jizzle? You don't? Then yeah, you're done. Then I affirm your assumption it might take you 70 hours. I did if you found stuff. But I am not going to say anything further on that one. Unless you're going to look it up to do everything. Why are you replying so late, Mace? One missing area with the dragons? Yeah. Yeah, that area usually takes people a lot of time. Like, a lot of time. You're not that late? Well, it was, you were in the middle of, like, the conversation and then suddenly replied, like, 15 minutes later or something. So it was a bit weird. Just, like, suddenly. The area supposed to double your playtime? No. But I thought you'd struggle with Champion Gundyr and with Soul of Cinder a bit more than you did. Like at least a few more hours. Yeah, we're gonna finish the rest of the Katku grind. And then we'll go back to doing other stuff. So that I can actually go and be in half where I'm meant to be right now instead of this place. We'll do Katku and Velocidrome. We'll get all the stuff we need from both of them. Then we can have the glorious half music. Grace Warriors. It's hot. It is. It's incredibly hot. You're on fire? That's probably not true. If you are, you would not be typing in Twitch chat. At least I bloody hope you wouldn't be. Hell of a first Dark Souls, so good, although some bosses were disappointing. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I can tell you, Chisel, if you buy the DLC, basically all of the bosses in the DLC are just flat out harder than anything that's in the base game. Bonk. There we go, we got a proper weapon now with green sharpness. It gives the correct amount of feedback. Chucked a fire resistance potion? That doesn't exist. DS3 is the only one Mace hasn't played. I think, of the Souls games. In fact, I think Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro are the only games in sort of the modern FromSoft library that Mace doesn't have, other than Demon Souls, because that's PS5 locked, but Mace will get that when they get a PS5. Oh, you're not though, are you? You get an Xbox. Never mind. So the ones which Mace actually has access to buying, is what I should say. Since you literally can't get Demon Souls, right? An Xbox? Yeah. To play your games with. You know? Well, why not get the original one? Because it's old as shit. And also, it's only available on, like, is it PS2? Or something? And it's probably quite expensive at this point, because it's extremely, like, niche. It's a bit of a culty, classic-y game. Sometimes the hitboxes are godly, you slid right between Coco's legs. Yeah, sometimes they're really good. Oh, good one, Chisel. Good one, Chisel. Did you make it out of the third area in any of the Dark Souls titles, Mace? Mace completing a video game? Mace can complete video games. That's absolutely fine. What Mace cannot do is complete video games that they've seen me play and then have bought themselves. Because I played it. Or because it was mentioned in this Twitch chat. Like Elden Ring. I didn't even do anything with Elden Ring. Ian was talking about it and Mace bought it. DS2's quite a bit bigger than DS3. Don't know. Elden Ring's hard to measure progress. Yeah, that's true. You got the Demon Souls remake because of PS Plus? Aw, man, I'm jealous. I really want to play it. That has a lot more bosses. No idea. Bloodborne, you didn't even beat one boss. Oh no! PS2 is it really? The only Soulsborne game you haven't played yet? Bloodborne? You seen the first area in Bloodborne as shit? I don't think so. I think the first area in Bloodborne's fantastic. I think Bloodborne's the best game of all of them. Personally. You don't have a problem in areas? Neither do I. Seen a video about it. The tutorial area is supposed to be way worse than any other Souls game. If it was, I didn't notice it. The only thing I could even think that's kind of worse is that instead of the hard enemy being in an optional offside area, it's directly in front of your normal, like, progression path. That's it. Because if they mean, like, Yharnam is terrible, that's just flat out wrong. Yharnam's great. Yeah, I agree. I think Yharnam's fantastic. You don't have an instant tutorial boss like DS1 or DS3, but that doesn't make it terrible, yeah. Blackberry's father gas going to really for good first bosses teach you to be aggressive. Yep. They don't let you just play Dark Souls. They make you play Bloodborne. Tutorial boss is a 1v1 with the werewolf without weapons. Oh, the werewolf. Hey. Wait, was that a 3-for-1 kill, that last swipe? I think that last swipe killed all of them. You wonder why that Bloodborne speedrunner guy who died at Kazu didn't just use swags? People probably told him to use Charge Blade, depending on how much he listened to audience input and stuff. And fist it and assert dominance. While that phrasing isn't something I prefer, that is true, I guess, technically. The pigs are the best. Full on just punch your way up those butts with those guys. It's horrible. And I want to play Bloodborne again. Bloodborne's such a good game. I wanted to play Bloodborne again for a long time. I just don't have any way to do it. Which is a shame. I'm actually gonna grab, because this is happening a few times now, I'm gonna grab 5 of these and put them in here, and I'm gonna grab 5 of these and put them in here. We're gonna actually put some healing in our set. You're waiting for the Bloodborne DLC to go on sale, so you can play it. It's a really good one. It's a really, really good one. You're stingy to spend money on a console in a single game? I wouldn't say that's stingy. I'd say that's a legit idea. Stream Bloodborne using the built-in PS4 streaming feature. I'm pretty sure that my computer is not gonna handle that. I'm emulating a PS4 and then also having the stream on at the same time. That might be a bit much for my poor PC. Let's not kill the thing. I need it to do this, right? Never heard of it. Zadie. That is another weapon done. We're gonna have to kill a lot of Kaku, by the way. Since I need 2 ears here. And I also need like 2 ears for multiple pieces of my armor. I can stream directly from my PS4, but then I won't have my mic in. Don't buy it, Mace. You won't play it. You'll play it like once and then you'll give up. Don't waste your money. You just said you want more money. Don't waste the money that you've got, you dum-dum. Souls-like demos out on all platforms, and it's like 4 hours long. Fair enough. You need something? No, just play something you've already got. Play 4U that you've said you've been meaning to play for ages and you've started and stopped so many different playthroughs of. All of the other games that you've started at the moment but haven't played. You're the devil and I am the angel. I just know it will be a waste of money. Like, there's no point being like, oh, I want to see how you do against the bosses and all this stuff, right? He won't play it. Mace doesn't enjoy playing things single player. And playing things in multi is harder than it is easy in Souls games. So as soon as the first big challenge comes along, Mace will just stop playing. You like single player? Then why do you not play single player? Pretty sure the only reason you got so far in Elden Ring is because you were playing it with Crone, right? No, I'm trying to save you wasting your money, Mace. I'm not gonna shut up. Don't waste your money. Hyperactive? I don't know about hyperactive. Whatever. Your money, your problem. Not mine. I tried. It's your fault now. I know you like DMC. I know you like Bayonetta. I don't even know if you've ever played DMC. The only thing I have ever seen you say about DMC, I think, Mace, is you doing the same song meme that everyone does. Number 3 too. Oh, fair enough. I didn't know you played it. A fan of the series you never played. I mean, that's not completely unreasonable in the modern era with the amount of ease of access to just watching stuff on YouTube. Right? DMC 3 felt more clunky than DMC 5? Oh, yeah, of course it's gonna. It came out before it. DMC 4 will feel more clunky than DMC 5, probably. It's not a real game. What does that mean? Probably, it should say, wherever you're looking at it. It's so bad. Oh, that's spooky. I don't even know what's what with the DMC games, to be honest. I've never played them, so it makes it way harder to keep track. But these are, like, exclusively the new ones, right? That you guys are talking about, I assume? Not the really old ones. The really old ones. Of course, I died when he was nearly dead. Why wouldn't I? This series is older than Mace. That's possible, yeah. Been going on for a really long time. Stop it. Oh no, that came out more recently than I thought it did. Never mind. Never mind. Cool. You can buy 7k health? What do you mean? Like, you can just buy a health boost? Wait. What did I need? For this? I need a spongy hide. Cool. Yeah, I think I need to level these up a lot more before I'm going to be able to get stuff. So let's just get farm materials instead. So I want to get some sleep herbs. Vomgla, why are you just being unnecessarily rude? Please, explain. Excuse me? Bullshit. You didn't call anyone names? No, you just directly insulted them. insult, not assault. This is the thing I talked about yesterday, Mace, where I delete comments because I don't want people to read them. So there's no point asking what you've missed when I deleted a comment because I didn't want someone to read it. That is a fucking huge app turn off. Is eating Oreos an insult? No, calling people a spoiled brat, hyperactive, inattentive, and indirectly fat is an insult. Vogler. All three of them. So stop being rude to people unnecessarily. I don't know how you didn't mean it to sound like that when you directly wrote those words. Essentially, dude. Can't see if they delete your message? Yeah. If your message is deleted, you can't see that it's been deleted. It's less rude? It might be, but that doesn't mean it's not rude in general. I think that's a part that's very obvious on the internet, right? Is that you're not playing in your own culture anymore. It's universal at this point. If you understand correctly, you just restart your level and have it easier. It makes enemies stuff harder as well, Jizzle. But that's it. You apologize? Yeah? I'm just explaining how this works, though. Because I was being asked questions. I'm not ragging on you, I'm just explaining questions that are being asked to me. Also, like, I'm a little bit less lenient, Wongler, because this isn't the first time I've had to ask you to stop doing stuff over and over again, right? Stuff doesn't magically disappear just because you say, I'm sorry. Can you pull me pee-pee, Brian? Yeah? I don't know why you're so obsessed with it, but yeah? Nice. You're not an issue for me at all, no, your conduct is an issue for me. Is the DLC also harder in New Game Plus? Yeah, everything gets harder. It all flat out hits more, it all drops more souls. I don't know if it changes drop rates and stuff. Some item places are changed. You can get different items, like Chloranthi Ring +1 and stuff. Or +2 or whatever. Some bosses have changes, I think. I don't know if that is a thing in Dark Souls 3, but it is in Dark Souls 2. Not entirely sure. But the DLC will also be in New Game Plus, so it will have the same buffs and whatnot. All of that will be included. If you really enjoyed it, I highly recommend it. Jizzle. I don't know if you can buy both of them at the same time, but both of them are really good. Whatever they're called. Ashes of Ariandel and the other one. The Ring City, that's it. Thank you. Might get an easier time if you do New Game Plus, then play the DLC. You would. The levels of the DLC don't scale up in terms of like relative. Not what I want to say. New Game Plus is still easier than New Game is. If you do New Game Plus, then go into the DLC, you will smash the DLC. Like, it won't stand a chance. It'll be way too easy for you. It's not intended for you to do New Game Plus, then go to DLC. It's intended for you to finish Soul of Cinder, and then do it. Hey Crimson, welcome. How you doing? You stop when you're asked. The problem is the amount of times you have to be asked to stop longer, right? Like immediately, right again, after I just asked you to stop, you immediately started reverting to a different behavior which I've asked you to stop in the past. Which is being self-destructive in chat. Right? Usually with stuff, what happens is you say like, don't do that, and people go, okay, and then they stop doing it. I know you're going through some shit, right? Which is why I've not done anything more, but like, I'm being serious now. You need to call it. Because you're basically, whenever you're here, you're in like two states, Vogler. Destructive, like self-destructive, or you just like be rude to people. Or not even necessarily people that are here, but you're just kind of like rude to people in general. Call them like fucking idiots, and you're always so extreme. Is probably a good way to put it. But like the DLCs we were talking about yesterday, right? Not DLCs. What's it called? Remakes. Instead of trying to like think about how remakes might be good for some people, just immediately they're fucking pointless, they're shit, they shouldn't exist, it's the worst. It's like talking to a 12-year-old on the internet sometimes, man. It's not that bad, otherwise I would have got rid of you. Just, you know. Tough stuff to think about right now. You'll do the area you missed next, but after this, you don't know if you should play DLC or go for Dark Souls Remastered. I don't know. To be honest, I think completing all of one game would be a good idea first, Chisel. Because otherwise what you're going to do is you're going to go play Dark Souls Remastered, right? And then you're going to finish that, come back to this, and then be like, can't really remember what I was doing. I'm not overly used to my weapon moveset. And then you'll start a new save file, go through all of it again just to play the DLC. It ends up being kind of a pain in the butt. I will also, like, you probably know this, but just to remind you, Dark Souls Remastered is not going to be anywhere near the same level of, like, polished or fluid or smooth to play at all as DS3 is going to be, or has been, for you. DS1 has some absolutely bullshit bosses. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The DLC are even more difficult than the base game. You don't know if you're ready. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Well, I only need one more bit of Kaku armor. Oh yeah, fire attack. Woo! It's completely useless. I need how many more Kaku ears? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more Kaku ears. I think we're gonna grind those out now. You say that so nonchalantly? Yeah, you'll be alright. But at this point, Chisel, you're already in, right? You're deep enough in at this point. You've felt the glory, the victory, how good it feels. There's no such thing as too difficult for you anymore. Because that's the wonderful thing with Dark Souls, is it's not like Monster Hunter where you can hit a wall and then the wall is just too much for you to overcome. You can just go and level up a little bit more, upgrade your weapons a bit more, if that's possible. Probably not at this point, right? All of that stuff. You'll be all right. The princess had you at the brink of smashing your fist on the corner of your table. I believe in you. Oh, the other thing with going into New Game Plus is you would have to complete the whole game again before you could even get into the DLC. Lord of Cinder was more difficult, but more fair, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. I know, Vungler, that's why I haven't, like, kicked you out, right? But it's one of those things of... I've said it a few times, if you're always doing something, intentionally or by accident, right? It becomes the truth no matter what you want it to be. Just as an example, if you're always pretending to be an arsehole on the internet, to anyone who comes across you, you're not pretending to be an arsehole on the internet, you're just an arsehole on the internet. Not directly addressing you, it's just the first thing that came to mind. At that point, it's not pretend anymore. It might be for you, but for everyone else, it's not. So even if you're accidentally being mean, or if you're like accidentally falling into certain ways, say like I was like always actually like, if I never was nice to Lugia, and I was always just play mean to Lugia, I never said anything nice to her, I would actually just be being mean to Lugia after a while, because you wouldn't be able to tell it was a joke anymore, because that kind of shit builds up, right? It's such a dumb thing, but one of those things that makes people sad, or makes people who are already sad sadder, is they start saying sad things to themselves. It's kind of that. It just reinforces itself. And you know, from my end, I don't want the chat to present as a like uncomfortable, aggressive space to be in. Not safe, I suppose, is a way to put it. Even if that's not what's intended by people, I don't want that to be kind of accidentally what happens. Because then anyone who comes in is like, oh, turn around and walk back out. Grandpa Simpson. Simpson. What were my top 3 bosses excluding DLC? In terms of enjoyment? Soul of Cinder, for a reason that I can't explain to you. Champion Gunday, because it kicked my ass for so long and it felt so good when I beat it. The boss that you haven't done yet, I guess. I didn't find that fight particularly as difficult as most people seem to find it, but I did find it quite enjoyable. Can't believe Champion Gundu gave you so much trouble. Yeah, I was stuck on him for like 4 hours. O&S? Yeah, that's not DS3. O&S are really fun, though. Yeah, Champion Gunday just kicked my butt. Don't know why. It was just a complete nightmare for me. Complete nightmare. I think it's the thing I've struggled with the most in probably like any Souls game. Want to know half your Estus since you beat the 2 Crystal Lizards before him? Yeah, but you really struggled with the princes, right? Which is wild to me because I did the princess like 2nd try or something. Everyone's got something that makes them struggle with slightly different bosses. Princes are a piece of piss for me. You can't choose a top 1. Top 3 for DS1 pre-DLC. I can't think of a 3rd one. I can pick 2. You suffered against mid-air. Mid-air was rough, yeah. Now you want to fight him again to see if it was a fluke? Now you love him as a boss? He's alright. Whatever on him, to be honest. Oh yeah, Quailag exists. Yeah, Quailag's whatever. For me. Gwyn's great. I love Gwyn. Gwyn is probably my number 2. I think Gwyn's a fantastic boss. And the first time I fought him, I didn't know how to parry, so... Not only that I didn't know how to parry, I'd never watched the game online before, so I was just like, you can't parry the final boss? That doesn't make any sense. Because why would you be able to do that? Quailag is great, and you mean the bottom half? Yeah, of course you do. PS2, you barely remember half the bosses? Yeah, I don't remember them either. What weapon did I go for Dark Souls 3? Oh god, I have no idea, Chisel. Probably Uchi on my first time through. Uchi Katana. I tend to play a Faith Dex build on my first time through games to give me extra healing. Or to give me buffs. Elden Ring's been kind of the exception in that regard because I've gone strength magic instead. Which is really weird. You didn't know you could parry him either? Nice. You use Vaihanda the first time, then Dragon Great Sword, full black iron armor, and Great Shield New Game Plus? That's pretty cool. I've never done a New Game Plus in any Souls game. I need to do it in DS2 still for the achievements, because I need to get all the achievements there, right? But I don't think I've ever done New Game Plus, really. I think I did up to Firelink in DS3, and then was just like, nah, I've had enough. I haven't mentioned this before, but a full playthrough of a Souls game is perfectly the amount of tolerance I have for a Souls game. Right as I kind of hit the end of it, I'm like, you know what? I am done. I don't want to play another one. I'm good. Reinforced by Dark Souls 2 when we played it on stream a while back. And it just did not go well. Bloodborne, there's a few good ones. Oh yeah. Amygdala. The final boss, obviously. Gascoigne is amazing. Cleric Beast is good. Dark Beast Pearl can suck an egg. The One Reborn can suck an egg. New Game Plus can be pretty fun. Oh, I completely forgot about Ligarius, yeah. Usually stop at 120, the bosses feel well balanced. Fair enough. like, my thing is always progression, right? I always really like progression. No idea, Chisel, to be honest. Progression is my favorite way of doing stuff. So New Game Plus kind of just feels like retreading old territory for me. I'd rather start a new save file and like build towards my build and do all this stuff rather than just playing the game again. Mikolash sucks. Mikolash is terrible. Do you like Orphan and a sharp center? Oh, that boss, man. I don't know if I can say I like or dislike that boss, to be honest with you. He's a pain in the ass. I think I still need to kill him. I think I got him down to like 5% health and then died and was just like, I'm done. And then I never went back and did it, I don't think. I might have done. I've got some vague memory of winning against it, but I don't know if that's like a lie that I've implanted into my mind and it's become truth. It doesn't feel quite right. But I don't know if that's just because I took a break. No idea. He is a boss. I like how hard his fight is. But I also hate how hard his fight is. Same with the shadows. The shadows have an incredibly annoying run back, yeah. I like the shadows thematically, though. Welcome back, Furious. What? Why is New Game Plus Goes being held for religion, race, or ethnicity? That might be something in a different language, I guess. New Game Plus race, yeah. NG Plus is fine. It's just New Game Plus Goes. That's not allowed. It's both the words together that Twitch call. Oh, I get it. Or at least I think I get it. Builds also come fully into fruition near the end if you decide you're going for a DLC weapon. Usually I like going for New Game Plus. If you want to enjoy the build, usually New Game Plus goes by very quickly since you don't explore. That's fair. Yeah, I don't tend to go for DLC weapons, honestly. Usually I kind of like my weapons to be fairly simple and normal, which is why I like a lot of, like, I enjoy Greatsword, I enjoy Dual Blades, right? They're pretty simple, there's not a lot to them. And it's why I don't necessarily get along with stuff like Charge Blade and all of that. Yeah, right, Durambros? Or Enten? God damn it, your name. That's the only thing I could think is probably what it is, and it's a real stretch. Yeah, but not the N-word that's normally the N-word. The other one. The older one. Which the one that you know as the modern one came from. Sounds like a real stretch. Uh-huh. It's Twitch. It wouldn't be the first time they've stretched to do some weird stuff. All I need is ears. If you're just wondering why I'm doing Kutku over and over and over again, it's because I want to be done with Kutku and I just need ears. Whenever the word comes up on your country streams, the streamers shout, "I judge that" out loud to avoid the ban. Huh? Oh, I don't support that. Why would they get banned? Time to make you yell that non-stop. Pretty sure the filter will catch it, and I will not allow that one through. Is there an epidemic of people getting banned for that being said if they don't immediately then retort, like, absolutely no? Because I feel like that's kind of the baseline opinion, right? Shit's bad, don't say it. That's actually an interesting question, Vomler. Is there many streamers live from your country? I would assume not at the moment, right? But also, like, it's been long enough at this point that maybe. A bunch? Cool. I assume they still have... I don't know if you watch any. I assume you do watch at least some. They have a whole bunch of shitty people come in and say shitty things that are completely irrelevant. You don't watch them? Oh, really? Why not? I always just assume people watch streams in their native language. I don't know why. The more popular ones move to a different platform. What platform? Do you know? Platforms, plural. They suck, short answer. Fair enough. I need to learn of all of the alternate streaming services at the moment. Just in case Twitch decides to keep going down this path of self-destruction that they appear to be hell-bent on going down. Even though I'd really appreciate it if they wouldn't, because I actually quite like Twitch. For the most part. That's a shame that you feel like that. That's a bummer. I always feel like it's nice if you can watch people from your country, right? Even though in the grand scheme of things, it's basically irrelevant. Nice. Post screenshots of your DS3 build in the media channel. For some reason, Chisel, I want to say that I'm normally around, like, early level 70. By the way, I don't know why it just popped into my brain, but maybe? What do you got? You got a sharp broadsword. You're still using a broadsword. Wild. Plus 10, obviously. You got the nice shields. A little bit of magic going on there. The not Artorias armor. Level 85, very nice. Shitloads of vigor, both strength and dex for the quality builds. Not a lot of other stuff going on. Tons of health. Neat. Broadsword is a sleeper, really good soul level 1. Yeah. It's a really good early game weapon. Other straight swords were either weaker or you couldn't use them. Fair enough. Popular phenomenon of quote-unquote a trash stream. Basically a morbid reality show of a bunch of people doing nasty, repulsive, and stupid things for money. Yeah, that's not a good baseline to have as your phenomenon, right? What? I assume they got arrested, right? No, I've not heard of that. You tried using the Chaos Blade? It wasn't as fun and versatile. You don't like the vertical slashes? That's fair. I mean, you could use any weapon. You know, people go through Dark Souls with, like, Dark Souls 2 with ladles all the time. Just for the sake of it. They got arrested? Good. Died for hypothermia. Only for 6 years? For murder? Well, I guess manslaughter, probably. Although it is... Your prisons are probably a little bit worse than UK ones. Up to 10 years for manslaughter, huh? Even in the UK, damn. Sad shit. Yeah, it really is. That being the way you go. Because your partner's a shithead that wants to make money. That'd really, really suck, right? Poor person. Yep. I'll agree with you on that one. That is unacceptable. Lothric Knight Sword is the best straight sword. Good with any build and any infusions. That's a farmable weapon though, right, Zany? If I'm not mistaken. You think so? Yeah. I think the only way you get that is from killing Lothric Knights. Good morning, Sarah. Welcome. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. The both of them were in on that one, Syphilis? Good luck, Zale. The stats in the pictures are a little buff through rings, do you believe? Oh yeah, they will be. Yeah, you have a priest, not a priest ring, it's like a warrior's ring or something. It gives +5. One of the rings that you have on. I wish you the best of luck with your game, by the way. I hope it goes well for you. Session 1 and you've not done the book. It's alright, I've done them for ages. You think so? The views? Oh. I'll win, I guess, at that point, if it's both of them. YouTuber tried to prank strangers by pretending to rob them, so he committed a felony. Died because they shot him in self-defense. What, did he do this in America of all countries? Put together the skeleton for plot hook 1. Nice. The other two buff your stamina and Estus. Yep. Yeah, what rings did you have? Yeah, you don't do that in America. You have Chloranthy ring, which is stamina recovery. You have the Estus ring, which is increased Estus healing. And then you've got... I don't know what the other two are. But I think they're both stat boosting rings, if I'm not mistaken. Strength and Dex, cool. There you go. Smartest YouTuber. It's scary what people would do for views, man. We've talked about that a lot. Right here. On destructive. People like destructively clout chasing. That's a good way of putting it, Zany. Because the problem is you've always got one up the last idiot that does it. Which is why 24-hour streams are so scary to me. And subathons and all this stuff. Because you've always got a one-up next time. And then a one-up again. And then again. And then again. It's terrifying. Glad you technically played through it now. Yeah, of course you have. You completed the game. I mean, you haven't played the DLC, but you played Dark Souls, right? You played DS3 base game. It's good stuff. Congrats. Find your zone and stay there. There's no need to one up yourself. Yeah, but that's what people get stuck in to chase clout, right? Is that need to... This went well last time I did it, so if I do it again, I need to one up it. Because it will go better. I don't know what the general consensus of Russia and Russians is, Bungler. But at least my understanding and my perception of your country is that I would say it's a little bit behind the modern times in terms of acceptance and general just like willingness to let people be people. But I also don't know how much of that is because of your current governmental structure. Right? So I think a lot of, at least a lot of whatever I think of Russia gets incredibly dimmed down by like, yeah, what, they can't do anything. Unless they overthrow their government, they're just not allowed to do anything. Worth noting, your country has mandatory middle school classes where they teach you to assemble and disassemble an AK on a dummy. Put on a gas mask, general disaster instructions. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Assembling and disassembling one's kind of strange, but general disaster instructions, gas mask. And what is essentially, even if it's not the best form of it, gun safety is good. Actually. Even if that's definitely kind of like a... Oh, we can draft you. You know how to assemble a weapon. It's like... don't like that. Don't like that at all. Getting really unlucky with these cut couriers, by the way. Okie dokie. The stream will continue. We will keep going. But if you're just here for Freedom or for you, Freedom Unite. If you're just here for 4U, that's me done with 4U for now. I will go get myself a drink, you know, run to the loo, have a little snack and all that stuff. So I'll be back in just a moment. There's your link to what days we play what on, and a Discord server and YouTube VODs if you want to catch up any of the stuff that you missed. But we have around 5-10ish minute break right now, and then I will be back with GU. And we'll go straight into doing some multiplayer. So I'll see you in just a second.